rated mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
I love this Rakuten app. Look at that. I open the app, find the store that I want to use, start buying, and gets me tons of cash back. I just got paid to shop.
My favorite thing about Rakuten is just getting money back in the mail.
I mean, who wouldn't want cash back?
Sign up today and get cash back with Rakuten.
Welcome to the Patriot Brief, a Patriot Angle podcast. All right, folks, welcome to another edition of the Patriot Brief. Today we're talking about just something very sensitive. Not only on the show here of the Patriot Angle podcast, but I want to get into a lot of sensitive topics here on the show. Folks, we are basically entering a totalitarian state of mind, so to speak, an age, a brand new age of a society. A lot of people are coming to call it a new generation here in America. We are suffering from literally liberalism, socialism, and just downright chaos from the far left. Now, I want to get into what's been going on now in the country since the pipeline has been they're calling it so-called hacked, basically not operating right. When will it happen? We don't know. But the gas shortage here in 2021 is basically affecting every state in the country. A critical gas line to the East Coast ping on that one, is basically slowly reopening after a ransomware attack shut it down, according to CNET, and caused a supply crunch. A major, basically, what's going on, folks, is it's major. No doubt about it. A lot of people are blaming it on ransomware attack, cyber attack. Cyber attacks are very real. We don't know what went on. But all of a sudden, the Colonial Pipeline company says it will take several days for the product delivery supply chain to return to normal, Colonial said. In an update posted to its website on Wednesday, some markets served by the Colonial Pipeline may experience service interruptions during the startup period. So, folks, has this been affecting the country? Mainly the East Coast. Mainly the East Coast, because this pipeline runs towards the East Coast. Not only does it help the fuel trucks to stay off the road, which are very dangerous, in my own personal opinion, but it also speeds up the process of getting this fuel to local plants and distributing to local gas stations in the area. So, I have a lot of opinions on it. I don't want to get into it. I just want to keep this short, hence the show, the Patriot Brief. Also, folks, in the news, President Joe Biden issued an executive order on Wednesday aimed at strengthening U.S. cybersecurity. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. The wide-range action includes the creation of a cyber safety review board that will convene after major incidents. Majors of the Defense and Justice Departments, several security agencies, and private sector specialists will be on board, according to the president. The FBI blamed the attack on the group called DarkSide. Colonial isn't planning to pay the ransom. So basically, this is a cyber attack coming out of some kind of group called DarkSide. First for me, I'm just hearing it right now here. I'm reading this article. Here's what we need to know about the hack. Okay. What happened? The Colonial Pipeline was hit with a ransomware attack. Bloomberg reported that the hackers began their attack on Thursday by stealing up to 100 gigabytes of data as part of a double extortion scheme. The company shut some of its operations to prevent malicious software from spreading. Folks, we don't know what the hell happened here. I want to plug in a little soundbite here, basically of what's going to happen, maybe what's going to prevent this from happening ever again. Check this out, guys.
Support for this podcast comes from Goldman Sachs. What do Goldman Sachs experts and leading thinkers have to say about trends shaping markets, industries, and the global economy? Stay informed with the latest insights from Goldman Sachs on the economic and market implications of COVID-19. Available on our podcasts at gs.com/COVID-19 or any of your favorite podcast platforms.
There's a run on gas stations on the East Coast as folks are panic buying fuel after reports that a cyber attack on Colonial Pipeline has shut down a key gas artery. So what's going on? I'm Roger Chang, and this is your Daily Charge. Here with me to discuss the attack is CNET editor Ray Hodge. Welcome, Ray.
Hey, thanks for having me, Roger.
Before we get to the panic over this potential gas shortage, and we want to say potential and hedge it, let's talk about the cyber attack. So what happened to Colonial Pipeline?
Well, Colonial Pipeline, it owns and operates the central gas pipeline that feeds the East Coast market. I mean, this thing is huge. It is. They claim it's the biggest in the U.S., and that's very well what might be true. They've got services at 7 airports, 14 states, about 5,500 miles, more than 100 million gallons of fuel per day. That company shut down that pipeline Friday after discovering ransomware on its computer system.
And just to go back to basics for our listeners, what exactly is a ransomware attack?
Well, ransomware is basically exactly what it sounds like. Your computer system, your network, your data, basically it gets captured and held hostage by malicious actors until you pay the ransom for it. In the Colonial Pipeline case, hackers began their attack on Thursday and stole about 100 gigs of data as a part of a double extortion.
All right, so basically what you hear is, I just wanted to plug that right in here. Basically, these attackers basically stole our data from the Colonial Pipeline, which I'm told is the biggest pipeline here in the country. Folks, what we have to do is, in my own personal opinion, we have to heighten security for cyber attacks. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Are we seeing this from this president? No. Has the president spoke about the pipeline and his recent speech to his 6 governors? Yeah, he had a basic I guess a Zoom call or something with these governors, all mainly Democratic governors. Folks, we have to continue to strengthen our country. We have to not only keep it strengthened, but folks, we have to continue to keep this, going. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. As you can hear, I'm outside here. I've decided to take the podcast outside. It's beautiful outside today. I got planes flying over the house here. I got birds chirping. It's a beautiful day. So, I wanted to do something a little different here on the podcast. But, folks, this is just idiocy at its best. When will it end? Hell, we don't know. I mean, you have the most craziest, abnormal presidential administration. But like I said, we're talking about this hack here today on the brief. This Colonial Pipeline hack. A lot of people are blaming it on a group called DarkSide, some kind of hacking group. We don't know what happened, folks. We do not know what happened. There's a lot of accusations, but not enough questions and answers to those questions. So I want to plug in this soundbite here of President Biden literally meets virtual with a bipartisan group of governors, 6 governors, mainly Democrats. I think there was like 1 or 2 Republicans in there, mainly rhinos here. Check this out. Did not mention a damn thing about the pipeline hack. Check this out, guys.
I remember I met with when I was vice president. They had me go down to spring training, and it turned out it was the Yankees, and my head Secret Service agent, who now runs NBC's security, wore Red Sox socks, and he pulled up his pants a little bit so everybody could see him. And when A-Rod gave me a bat, he told me, he said he's not gonna let me put it in the car. So, and I don't know. Hey, Mike, how are you? Good to see you. Spence, all of you. Good to see you. Janet, how are things up in Maine?
Great, Mr. President. Sorry, am I muted?
You're unmuted now. Hi, Tim.
Good.
How are you? I know Minnesota's great, but it can't be as nice a weather as there is in Mexico now, is there? Anyway, you all are nice to take the time. Summer. Yeah. Well, I'm just waiting for them to tell me when we get going here, since we're live streaming this.
You're good.
All right, folks, I'm going to fast forward here on this video here. I'm plugging in a soundbite from yesterday's White House virtual Zoom meeting here with Biden here with these, what is it, about 8? Excuse me, I thought it was 6, but yeah, 8 governors here. 8 governors. He kept, I'm getting confused like Joe. I thought it was 6, but I had to count the boxes here. There's 8 screens, 8 Zoom screens for the president. So he's speaking to 8 governors, mainly Democrat. I think there's like I said, 1 or 2, maybe 1 or 2 Republican governors in here. I'm gonna fast forward here, folks. You can listen to the president here, literally, not talking about the importance of this country, that we have a gas shortage now in the country, among other crises here in the country, with not only the gas line crisis, but we have a humanitarian crisis at the southern border. Not talking about those key issues, but what is he talking about? Coronavirus vaccines. The whole damn Zoom call was nothing but vaccines. I mean, folks, what is going on with our government? And listen in how he's influencing it, and how these governors across the state, because Biden's like, what are you doing to get people to get more motivated to get a vaccine? Check this out. This is nuts.
Now, churches, hugging grandparents, quinceañeras, all of those things that we care about. We want people to understand that the vaccine is really the key to ending that. And that's one area where we could use some help from the White House and others, and that is modeling what a fully vaccinated person can do. I like to say that we have fully vaccinated people, we should start acting like it. And that's a big motivation to get the unvaccinated to want to get vaccinated. Next up, we focus on the who, and I think, Mr. President, this may be the most important of all. Through our research, it became clear that people trust their family doctors, their local community leaders and church leaders, their family, friends, and neighbors a lot more than they trust government on this issue.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding about that.
Voices to empower them.
Governor, I think that was governor of
vaccinations.
What governor was that? I think that was the governor of Minnesota that said that. Yeah, he actually admitted people trust private employers and family members and neighbors than they trust the government. Yeah, can you believe? Yeah, I agree with that, Governor.
Which leads to the third, and the other governors have talked about this, so I won't take as much time, but the where is so important for this next phase and the next group of people, now that we have enough vaccine for everyone. And so these mobile pop-up clinics that we're talking about really matter. And when you partner with the right voices in a community. So for example, in our Latino community, we're working with churches and pastors who will bring these mobile pop-up clinics right to the church where people can go and get those vaccinations. We've opened a portal to any organization in our state, businesses, churches, nonprofits, summer camps. Anyone that wants a mobile vaccination clinic can request one. We go directly to them.
Charge on prioritizing access, focusing in on ease and convenience, and addressing those structural barriers we begin to talk about, making sure people have the opportunity to get connected to vaccine without an appointment, making sure that there is paid time off for vaccination and any recovery time, and thinking about other things like transportation and providing that assistance. So in addition to making sure that everyone has...
Yeah, transportation, lady. We have a gas shortage. How are people going to get to work? What's your answer on that one, Biden? What's your answer on that one, Biden? And these corrupted liberal governors here that are doing this Zoom call with the president. What's your answer on the gas shortage? Oh, is it... Now you have to come up with some kind of other excuse, right? Oh, COVID didn't work. Everybody's not being brainwashed as much. So now we have to do some other type of pandemic. Let's create a gas shortage pandemic. Folks, this government is nuts. Literally nuts. They're lunatics. We have lunatics in Washington. We really do. I'm telling you, folks, it's getting worse after worse. It's going to get much worse before it gets better. I can tell you that. Listen to more of this crap. This is insane.
Access to vaccination. We have to make sure they have access to the accurate information about vaccines from the people that they know and from the people that they trust. So making sure that everyone, that is every person, every community, can benefit from this scientific discovery. We can all agree that's how we all together get to the other side of the pandemic. So just as I wrap, I want to say, we know equity does not happen by default, and it never has. So thank you for all you're doing, for sustaining this commitment, and of course, for your leadership.
Well, thank you very much. And now I want to bring in Governor Baker, Massachusetts, and Governor Lewis facilities, because I don't have automobiles. So anyway, I don't want to hold you up from the game here either, Charlie, but you've been doing a hell of a job across the board. You really have. Hope that doesn't ruin your reputation coming from a Democrat, but you're doing a hell of a job.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. President. And I'm going to also give Jeff Zients and his team a shout out for all the work they've been doing to help us, help you, the American people, succeed in getting vaccinated. Massachusetts is number 2 in the country. We have about 74% of our adult population that's gotten a first dose. My friends north of us in Vermont are to catch up to them. But our program was basically mass vaccination sites, did about 1 million shots, but we also had regional collaboratives with local boards of health and local providers in areas where we had a lot of geography between and among people. We had tremendous participation from our healthcare community, all the way from the hospital systems to the physician offices, and our community health centers were a big part of the show for us very early on. And with respect to equity, one of the places we started
I'm going to turn this garbage off. Why is he not explaining how the biggest pipeline in America was shut down by hackers or some kind of unknown source? Enough of the damn vaccine already. Enough of it. Folks, like I said, I wanted to keep this show quick and sweet. Yeah, turn this garbage. Turn it off. I don't want to hear it anymore. Turn it off. Folks, I want to keep this short and sweet. We have to get this country back. We have to get it back in the midterms next year. We have to get a better leadership in this country, much better leadership. Folks, it's on you. It's on you, the American people. It's time to get to work. It's time to put the 2022 midterm elections to test. We need new leadership in Congress. We need a better leadership in the Senate. And with that being said, folks, I want to close it out here. And thank you for always choosing to listen to the podcast. Thanks very much, guys. You just heard an episode of the Patriot Brief, an Anchor platform.